There I go, rambling on again, and my mic's off. Hello, everybody. It's been a while. So remember, if you are watching from Facebook, good morning, Sharon, that you just need to tell Facebook, I give permission for your name to show up. Otherwise, it won't show up who you are. Hi, Caroline. So tonight, I'm going to show you what we're going to make. And you know what? This is all over Pinterest. I've seen it many places, just never. I wanted them bigger. Hi, Susan. So we are going to make this. And one reason I'm using the brand new paper created by our team. And I just love it. It's very inspirational. So it's, hi, Debbie. It's kind of one of those papers that you definitely would use for crafting, creating. Hi, Tanya. Maybe you're in a swap. And so I thought this is going to be a really good project for our swap group. We're starting our swaps back up in August, very soon here on the country, on I can't speak today. It's our scrapbookers of, well, you know what it is. Anyway, we are going to create this because how fun is this? Or back to school. You know, teachers get a lot of school paper and a lot of things made with that, but how inspirational for her with the kids, right? She is the storm. Let me tell you, all teachers can use this. Be the reason someone smiles today. Give her that inspiration that she's going to need, because I know school's starting up very soon. Mine don't have anything in it yet, but these would also be the cutest embellishment boxes. Fill them full of flowers, handmade bows, anything that you want to brighten someone's day with. And of course, like I said, I think this would be so good for a teacher. And start each day with a grateful heart that she's there with the children. Because school, what can we say? Butterfly was from the Prima, and I think that we still have some left. They were from that Nature Lover line. Loved these. I believe we do still have some in stock. So I'm trying to use up some of the Prima flowers. We have these. Pretty sure we got tons of them. And the green just went so well. So I kind of grabbed those embellishments from the stash. But the paper will be out August 10th. And I'm using the 8x8 size. So with the 8x8, even the tags are a little bit smaller. But definitely inspirational for kind of a girlfriend paper, right? Strong women don't wilt. It definitely is a girlfriend paper. Strong women don't wilt, they bloom. She has fire in the soul of grace, intelligent, strong, and amazing. So definitely, I just see teacher all over this. Teacher, moms, definitely a gorgeous album. If you have one graduating this year, we have twins graduating, our twin girls. I think this would be really cute for that. To send them out in the world with their photos. Say, there's the door, get out. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's summer. Even having the girls here to work is a blessing. But it's also time for them to go back to school. Love them dearly, though. That's just, and stand a little taller with the Empire State Building. I just love it. Yeah, I can see with the 8x8 the sentiments from your cut aparts put on the wooden blocks. In the forest I go to lose my mind and find my soul. And how many of us women and moms haven't taken off to go find our soul? Well, you're welcome. Sorry, I need to move things out of the way. And so I wanted to show you that. We've got a lot more papers coming up, of course, come August. And I want to show you one after because I love it. I just love it. But I also want to give you a sneak peek before we start the project. Next week, I'm going to start this because we're beginning school. So I'm not done with it. And that's why I didn't want to start this tutorial right now, because I knew if I did, I know a lot of you like it completely done so you can see it finished. And I don't blame you, but I'll be working on this week so we can start this next week. I'm just going to have to change the day. I believe it's going to be on Wednesday. So, hi, Brian. Brian, I got your tag for the store. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we're going to open this. And again, it is meant for school. So we're going to have the accordion pockets, kindergarten or first, second, and third grade. And then you'll be able to put fourth, fifth, and sixth if you like. This is my new school paper. And so I've been working on it just to kind of give you an idea. We've got some very large pages that kind of give you lots of room for school pictures. And of course, you got to have that waterfall. It needs to be matted to work better. But we got our waterfall, lots of pockets, but lots of photo spaces for those school photos. Lots of room for them. Because I know my grandkids come home, they do a picture the first of the year, and then you know how they do one in the middle, and then those ones they bring home and you can buy. So, and it's kind of cool. It shows them at the beginning of the year, the middle of the year, and the end. And this is what we'll be working on. So we're going to start this next week. And we'll start with the cover because I'm going to show you with the lay flat how easy it really is to do the double. So that's what we're going to start working on a week from today, but it'll be on a Wednesday. I'll get you that date for sure. But you came to get started on our milk cartons. So tonight I'm going to only make one milk carton with you because they're all four made the same way and we would be here a long time. But you're going to want four that are 7.5 by 10.5. And I'll wait a minute for you to cut your papers. If I was doing all four, I'd be going a little faster. But once we do one, you'll really get the idea. So while you're cutting your paper at 7.5 by 10.5, another one, Halloween paper. Okay, this really cute treat for the neighbor. And we've got some really sweet new neighbors that are older. Thank you, Lord. They're our age. And their kids are grandkids like ours, so it's going to be nice to have some people our age. I thought this would be really fun Halloween gift for them. And we'll be doing next month in September, I'll be doing the boo. You've been booed. If you guys don't know what that is, it's so fun. So I put together a new You've Been Booed kit, and I thought that'd be cute for that. Okay. Once you have your paper cut, hi Sheila, at 7.5 by 10.5. The paper for the school one, it will be available. It's not available yet. It's called School Memories. I may name it different, but it's very, 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 and I'm going to show it to you after. Hi, Penny. How are you? Okay, so we're going to start with scoring on the 10.5 side. I can't wait to show you the Halloween. I'm going to show you after, Caroline. I think it turned out really cool. We've got one more coming too. So 10.5, we're going to start by scoring at 2 1/2. Yes, it sure will, Brian. Well, I hope you're okay. So 2 1/2, 5. Hi, Tina. 7 1/2, and 10. Okay, let me give those to you again because it's hard to see on the black. 5 1/2. No, 2 1/2, 5, 7 1/2, and 10. See this 1/2 inch? Okay, I just want you to turn it this way. So now I've got, it's at the top. Because we want to end up with one here. Half it, but I want one at the top. So I'm going to turn this so that my 1/2 inch is at the top. And I'm going to score the same thing again at 2.5, 5, and 7. Now the reason, you know me, I usually do my 1/2 inches first. Hi, T. Morris. And the reason I did, and I saw some wedding pictures for you. I'm pretty sure they were yours because they were gorgeous. Your family, anyway. I need these boxes to be the same size. And I don't care if this is a little bit off because we're going to be cutting a lot of this off anyway. And one thing you're going to notice is that, yeah, see, every one of your squares are 2.5. So they should be, except for this bottom one. It's only 2 inches. And this is the bottom of our box. So these two are 2.5, 2.5, and this is 2. Okay. Now what we want to do on this one, because we're going to cut away all of this, but we need a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to score just to this line at 5 1/2. Okay. So 5 1/2, that will leave us our 1/2 inch that we need to attach this bottom with. Okay, I'll let you get caught up so you can kind of see. Hi, Cheryl. So you can see how that looks. Remember, your smaller 2-inch boxes are down here at the bottom where we've got that scoring going on. Now, what we're going to do is cut this away, and it really doesn't have to be perfect. Here's the thing. The reason it doesn't have to be super perfect is because you're not going to see this. So you can cut it however you want to cut it. With a knife, you can put it into your cutter. Well, hello, my liege. I got to use that word. Hi, Sally. So I want you to either take your scissors. Scissors are fine. And we're just going to cut up that line and free that little guy. Now we're going to cut this away. Ruler, you can put it in your scoreboard. And don't fret. It doesn't have to be perfect. Hi, Bonnie. It seems like I haven't talked to you forever. This little square here at the end, I want you just to cut that out. I'm doing a slight angle. And now let's just go ahead and burnish our score lines. Hello, Lisa. Gosh, it's great. It seems like I haven't seen you guys in so long. Oh, we cut this off, but we're going to leave it for right this moment. We will cut this off. I'll finish burnishing here. I fold that over. I'm just going to fold that because I want to clean up that edge. Remember, it's a box. So let's keep everything straight. Okay, now let's take care of these guys down here. Just angle. I want to show you. Now you'll see. If you wanted to take this off, this box will also turn into, well, it would turn into if we scored it different. But I did want to show you, if you're trying to make a box, you know, with that lid, that's when you will leave your score mark on. This is too short. But that's how easy it is to make those boxes that have the lid that close. But because we're not needing those, needing this score line, because it is the season to start making boxes, by the way. I just want to make that straighter. And now the best thing that we need, the next thing we need to do is we are going to get some markings here. Because we need to put those closure, or the, you know, where it bends. So we're going to do some manual, I call it just manual scoring. And I'm just going to use, excuse me, a pencil. And I want to get my 1 1/4. So we need this one right here to be marked at 1 1/4, which is half. And then your third box, you're going to mark at 6 1/4. And mark it so you can see it. I'm going to go ahead and put these in white for you to make it easier to see. Oh, I have one of those fast pulse rates, and I take a beta blocker for it. It's no fun when it goes up that high. I haven't had that happen because my medicine takes care of it. So yeah, we'll be praying for you and good thoughts coming your way so that you get better. Okay, so that's the center of our box. And we're going to, you can draw a line. I just want to take either a ruler, something straight, and we're going to go from our mark to the corner. And don't be afraid to press. And again, from our mark to the corner. We're going to do the same thing on box number 3. You know, Sally, you know why that happens, don't you? It's all that night flying in the night air that you do. It brings your pulse down. Yeah, I'm dead when she gets here, right? Okay, you're going to do this 4 times. You want 4 boxes. Now we need to bend these little guys. And don't let it scare you. As long as you've pushed through pretty hard, you're just going to burnish it. Hi, Bria. Thank you. And this one, same thing. And I know it, there you go. If you just kind of hold your paper and let it go. Miss Rhea snickered, Sally. Okay. And then I'm going to do it backwards because it helps to break the paper fibers. This one is a little more tricky, only because you don't want to crease the box below it. It'll get bent just a little bit, but when we put pattern paper on, it takes care of all that. Now it should just bend nicely both ways for you. And there we have what's going to be turned into our milk carton. And we want to go ahead and match all of these spaces. This is going to be the bottom. This is the top. So I just wanted to make sure I had some of the wording out. And I'm going to cut 4 squares that are 2 3/8 by 2 3/8. Cut aparts. I think I'm just going to use this one front and back on here. So let's cut our squares. Remember, it's probably, if you're using a directional paper, so 2 3/8. And these are going to go on the top. I'm going to take off 1/4 inch so I can make sure I get the wording. Or most of the wording. Again, 2 3/8 by 2 3/8. And then we're going to cut 4 for the bottom. And I love dragonflies. I know a lot of you do. And number 4. You can ink these if you like. I didn't for this project. And we don't do any matting here. Now, if you want to, I can show you, but I didn't. Now, if you want to, you're going to cut your paper 2 3/8 by 2 3/8. I'll show you with one. So let me cut another one. This is for those of you who are kind of OCD and you love to have every inch of your black card or your cardstock. I just use a temporary. You can definitely measure it and then, oops. But then I just, wow, that temporary is not working that great, is it? And then I just bent it. Okay. So you will now cut. You're going to need to trim off the edge just a little bit too on these. Like a 1/16 of an inch off of that side. And you would also do the same here. Just off the bottom. So if you do want your sides to be matted, that's what you do. Or that's the easiest way that I have found to do. Hi, Sherry. How are you? Now we can glue our pieces down. Let's get rid of all that. Oh, and by the way, I have the tips. They're on their way. So I will have a huge stock of the tips next week. And for those of you waiting for the new acrylic tape tears that we showed during the retreat, they are, and they're posted. They're on the way. So they'll be here Monday. I would suggest, you know what, I'm going to get more tips. This was given to all of us by one of our designers, and one of the Jen gave us these for gifts. I can't remember when, but it was a really nice gift and I love it. So we've got them. I have them coming in, and I definitely will get a backup. And again, I didn't do the bottom, but you certainly can. And I will for this. Okay, let's just make sure everything's flat. And the two for the top. The pink one, actually, Tina, the pink one fits your glossy accents. It fits. Oh, come on, Tanya. What's the name of the glue with the sparkles in it that we carry? You can tell I need to craft more. I can't remember what things are called. Stickles. There we go. It fits your Stickles bottle. The little pink one. You never have to clean this tip either. Yeah, and the Ranger's Liquid Pearls. Okay, our matting is done. Oh, this top corner, I am going to miter that just to make sure it's hidden. And you're going to fold this in half and burnish your 1/2 inch tab down. Just fold it in half. Line up your edges. And there's our box. Okay. Oh, you know what I did? I forgot to score it at the top, but it's going to be okay. Let me show you the difference. Oh, duh. I left off the score line. Very sorry, but it's still okay. So it looks like I am going to make another one with you. I won't mat it, but I'll make another one with you. This is still workable. Now we're going to fold these tabs down. Oh, Linda, yes, you've never seen Stickles. Let's hold this for a moment. Just until our glue. Now, the reason I did that is I want to put, oh yeah, you know what? I did this totally backwards. That's what I get for talking, huh? It's still workable though. That's why it was too short. Oh, it's not ruined though. We're going to make another one. This pattern paper will cover that just fine. Hi, Peggy. Good thing you're late because I just messed up. We're making another one. Okay. I would just take a scrap piece of black because I don't want to waste this little box. He's still good, even though I messed him up. So let me cut a 2 3/8 by 2 3/8 piece of black. Get hold of that. Just trim it if it sticks over a little bit. Okay. I have these little white clothespins. I think I got them in a swap. So all you have to do is see, push down with your thumb. But we're going to do another one correctly. Push down with your thumb and it will get its place. Now you can use a clothespin, a paper clip, one of these, I call them like an alligator, to close your box. So see the boxes, and then we'll just bend it a little bit back and forth. There we go. So let's make it correctly. Yes, so that it has the top on the 1/2 inch where it belongs. I cut the wrong end. Okay. Grab another piece of paper. And I'm going to cut 7 1/2 by 10 1/2. Yeah, I told you I was only like, that's okay because I really do need these. Got some little gifts to put in them. So we're going to start with this 10 1/2 at the top for our boxes. Score 2 1/2, 5, oh yeah, the stickles are glue. They are glue, and they yeah, they're super sparkly. They're really pretty. I know a lot of the designers have used it in their tutorials. So, okay, 2 1/2, 5, 7 1/2, and 10. Now I'm going to put the 1/2 inch to the top. I'm going to score it 2 1/2, 5, and 7. This is supposed to be at the top, not at the bottom. Okay. And it really doesn't matter if this is left or right, just so you have one on the side, either side. I would have to turn this over. It can be on the left-hand side or the right-hand side, but you want this at the top. We're not cutting that off this time. Okay. So if you need to just turn it around the other way, just rescore. And you might even hear Wilbur snoring. Let's go ahead and mark it now. I'll just use a tick mark. Let me get a smaller bone folder. And we're going to do a tick mark at 1 1/4 and 6 1/4. And let's go ahead and no, we've got one more score mark. Sorry. That's why I had a problem here. We're going to turn this over. Remember, to this last score line, I want you to score it 5 1/2. this straight up. Let's cut off this bottom. See, mine's not going to be super straight with scissors, but that's okay. We're going to cut the square out. So if your square happens to be on that side, just reverse what I'm doing. Now let's go ahead and cut these guys. And then we're going to get our bone folder and ruler and do this again. It's really easier for me to see too with the white mark. The only thing is you will see that, so bring it down inside your box a little bit, or use a pencil. I just use that so that you guys can see it better. And you know what? I think I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. Oh, no, that is right. I thought I cut it wrong again. Man, I need to do more tutorials. That's what I need to do. Okay. See, I told you totally backwards. Your smaller section needs to be here because that 1/2 inch is what becomes this closure. So this belongs at the top, not the bottom. But the first one was practice. Is that your reasoning, Sally? I love to use my Cricut one because of that metal tip. So if you also have one of these, the Heartfelt Creations ones, see, they work really well also. So whichever one you like to use best. You must want something, Sally. Oh, is it the Christmas tree? Did you find some? Okay. Yeah, you need to do, I need to do more tutorials. I agree. I'm just going to do these by hand. It'll go faster. Oh, if she's calling me queen, she wants something. Okay, let's just miter those corners. We're going to actually let's cut this one out too. We're not going to cut this one. We're just going to start folding. Well, after we burnish all this. She don't call me queen unless she wants something. Rick wants you to rummage through the storage sheds too and get rid of all that stuff. Okay. Fold that. Whatever's easiest for you. And there we go. You just kind of let it take the natural. And it will do it just fine. I'm just be a little gentle. There we go. Until you find your crease. Well, I'll let you all know what it is that she's wanted. She must have seen something. Okay, I'm not going to mat this one. Okay, but I'm going to let you catch up for a minute. And we'll see if Sally will admit to it what she wants. Is anybody having trouble with their top parts? Or are y'all doing that one okay? You're still snorting? Yeah, she does. She rummages through everything. Now listen, don't cut those apart at the top. I know that our inclination is to cut those. Don't cut them, okay? So go ahead and do your matting like we did before. But this square is actually 2.5 by 2 now. So I had it backwards. 2 3/8 by 1 7/8. These are 2 3/8 by 2 3/8. Okay. And let's fold this in. Miter that. And I'm going to just slightly miter. I noticed this edge hung over on my box. You want Wilbur. That's what you want. You saw him snuggling with me today. That's what you want. I understand now. She wants Wilbur, guys. That's her motive here. Make sure this is flat. If it's flat, it'll lay a lot nicer. You can't have Wilbur. Fold this in half. Okay, open our box. There we go. Much better. Let's bring those down. If you have some small or even a clothespin, if you want to stick that in there for a minute, that really does help. Yeah, Wilbur's my buddy. It's only taken him, 9 months to get used to Homer. And now every morning, it's like having 2 toddlers in the house. I know many of you can relate. Let me check that this time to make sure it fits much better. Oh my gosh, $12. Well, why did he have to grab a sandwich today, Sally? Why didn't you pack your husband his lunch? Okay, remember these guys? Together we go. Now, just play with it for a minute. You may have to play with it. Increase that down a little bit more. I'm just making that go. There we go. in your box together. It actually sits nicer once you get your pattern paper on. But aren't those cute? Okay. And there's the one we did with the little boo-boo. So either way, it's just fine. It's just your bottom will be a little off. And they're the same size. So that's your boxes. So make 4 of them like this, not like this. Okay, let's continue and make. This is so cute, you guys. So I had one. I've got a couple made, like I said, because I'm going to be making these for the kids to take to school, my 3 younger grandkids. This part, you can use a die. If you have a die that's oval, rectangle, whatever you want, it needs to be about 3.5 inches long. You can do an oval. I'm going to just show you how to cut it, because I feel that if you don't have a die and you don't want to get everything out because you're just in a hurry, you can do these kind of quick. Then cutting it is better. So you want a piece of the cardstock that is 1 inch by 3.5, and you'll have plenty of scraps. And you can go, you can go bigger, but I'm not. I'm going to just keep it at the one. Oh, let me double check. This may be the piece out of there. No, it isn't. The 1 inch by 3.5. That's going to be my template. So we'll set that aside. Now we're going to go ahead and do the box. And your box is 9 1/4 by 9 1/4. And I'll give you a minute to cut your paper at 9 1/4 by 9 1/4. And if you're going, it's easier to mat it flat. So I'm going to go ahead and grab, I used the green stripe before. I really did like that. And find something that's easy, not too directional. That's really cute. So we'll go pink. Okay, after you get your 9 1/4 by 9 1/4, you're going to score it 1 and 2 on all 4 sides. 1 and 2, and again at 1 and 2, and 1 and 2. It reminds me of an aerobics routine Jimmy was going to do once. No, I'm kidding. 1 and 2. Okay, one thing that I like to do is, now I get my cutter and I'm going to open it. And it's 9 1/4. Okay, I'm going to take off a 1/16 of an inch, really little on all 4 sides. And the reason is we reinforce the top of the box, and this way it doesn't hit the bottom. I don't like it to hit the bottom. So we're just going to take off a 1/16 of an inch. Now it's going to be a little bit shorter. If you cut it too short, it's not a problem. So watch your cutting. And don't be a Tamara and cut it too short, but it's not going to hurt nothing. That one was a little too short. Okay, I think we got all 4 sides. No, I need to switch the oldies, let me tell you. Nope, I did. We're good. No, I didn't. Okay. I'm just burnishing the outside score line first. Now see, it won't hit the score line. Let's do the inside, but don't trim it beforehand. I know I've had some crafters say, well, I trimmed it. And I said, well, did you score it before or after? Because if you score it after you trim it, this part's gonna be too small. This inside, it won't fit. So wait till you're done scoring to go in and burnish it. Okay. All we need is this tab right here. We don't need all those others. So we're going to cut out those guys. We only need him. And don't miter. We're not mitering any of the inside corners because our box needs to be square. Don't forget, you don't want to take him off. So let's cut the bottom first. And then I'll miter him just a little bit. Just the tab. Don't miter the box. Cut straight up. Cut the bottom off. And we'll cut the outside tab completely away. And you can miter the tab part. Mostly just the top so that it doesn't hit inside. Okay, now do the opposite. If you accidentally do one of the sides, it's okay as long as it's the opposite end, but I just go completely opposite. Hi, Maria. How are you? Glad to see you jumped on. Okay, clean up your mess. Now, it's really best that we do the matting now. And here's the nice thing. See, our tabs are going to go inside and fold over. So the only thing that you're going to want to do is, I mat the inside after because we've cut that a little bit short, but it's totally up to you. It'll either way. We're going to lay it flat, and then we need 2, 4, 6, 8, and I believe these are the 5 1/4. Yep. We're going to cut. I'm going to cut it at first at 5 1/8. And then we're going to cut 8 1-inch strips. And this one is not really directional. If I use that side, it is because there's lettering. I'm going to cut 8 of them at 7/8 of an inch. And I am going to cut a piece that's 5 1/8 by 5 1/8. And I'm going to mat the bottom because it is a gift. And I don't want to mat the inside. You'll see why soon. So I'll mat the bottom at 5 1/8 by 5 1/8. And you can use your pieces and do a patchwork on the bottom if you want. But here's the bottom. I'll put that on first. And let's go ahead and just mat the outside. Super straightforward, no fancy cuts. Just if you've got a directional paper, you'll need to pick it up and check it. This one, I don't have to worry about that. And like I said, this one is a little bit short, so it will hang over the edge, and I'm going to wait until we fold our box and I'll put it on the inside. It will cover the whole thing because this is 1 inch. And it's not as hard to mat the inside as it is the outside if it's put together. Go back here in a minute and flatten all those with my spatula thingy. This is a box, and I like my boxes square. And I don't know where my heavy duty foam folder went. My gray one. This is really weird. Okay, we'll use this one. I like the gray one because it really sharpens the edges. So we're going to go back over all of these score lines and make sure they're nice and flat. And then when you're folding this up, if any of your sides are sticking over, just go ahead and trim them. The inside pieces, not your outside pieces. And one more. Let me grab my clothespins. And let's do our connections. If I could keep 4 tools, what would they be? My pencil bone folder, love, love, love it. My EK Success scissors. Now, are you talking other than my cutter? Because I'd have to have a cutter. If I couldn't have my dolly, I would keep this one. Because Sally's asked me, what would my 4 tools be? So I would keep this one, and my gray bone folder, which is here somewhere, my EK Success one. Because with this stuff, you can do so much. you saw how, well, if we didn't have to count this, it would be my spacers, because you can use them as a ruler. And if I could only have one bone folder, it'd be my pencil, my scissors, this, and my scoreboard. Because you can actually, small tools, perfect. So I'd keep these right here and my gray bone folder. And I don't know where it's at. It's here somewhere. I'm going to fold these over so that I can just let the clothespins hold those down. Because you can do anything with these, basically. Yes, the bone folders are the gray one. It's the EK Success one. I was just using it, you guys. Oh, here it is. I put it in the wrong place. This thing is the bomb. Your dog is giving you the stink eye. Oh, good night. So see how it has that flat edge, but it is sharp. You really can't score with it. It will go right through your paper if you're heavy-handed like I am. So remember, just make sure we're making these guys stick. Hold that over. Trade my clothespins for a minute. And my dogs are asleep. Thank you, Lord. After this morning, when they both jumped in the shower with me, I wanted to beat them right then and there. And of course, they did it because my husband had gone, took off to do something on his tractor or something. He's never home now that he's retired. It's okay. I'm not complaining. Okay, let's fold these guys in. Just fold those in there. And I have to admit, I do love this one because this one is great for getting in these places. And you can push with your finger. I have two more, but believe it or not, during our vacation Bible school, when we were preparing the kids' crafts, I took them all and I got to get them out of the box because everybody loved it for putting down the vinyl from the Cricut. Oh my gosh, it worked so well. Okay, let's just go around our box. If you have any trouble with the fit, just grab your scissors and clip your corner off. I'm not having any, but I wanted to clip it to show you. It's okay to clip it. We're going to cover it with paper. I do need to clip that one. Got something stuck underneath there. Kind of weird. So I try to clean off all my cut, when you cut things, because that will happen. Things will get stuck under there and I'll be like, oh. I'm just going to go ahead and trim these. I'm just trimming, see the corners. I'm not really trimming the sides. Now let's go ahead and we can put our strips on the inside. I do too, Caroline. I like my boxes to be square and flat. Can't you just see, you know, a teenage girl, or even, this is just, I love this paper. Needs a Volkswagen with it. Other side. It's pretty wild, that's for sure. Yes, I know. I had some mini skirts too in high school that were more like junior high. Yeah, loved them. And remember the white go-go boots? Oh my gosh. Had those in grade school. Ended up with so many pairs because they would rip, and then I'd cry, and my mom would buy me a new pair. And that's what happens when you're the only girl. Oh, we loved our go-go boots. August 10th, this paper will be out. Remember, all the new papers come out the 10th of the month. And this is our exclusive line with Country Craft Creations. And it's so pretty all put together. It really is such a great inspirational line for the girls today. They need it. Oh, I know. They were the bomb. Okay, now our box can just sit and it can dry. And I love using glue for boxes. It really does help strengthen it. And it's cheap. Glue's a lot cheaper. So next, we're going to cut 2 pieces that are 5 by 8 7/8. So I'll let you cut those. Okay, we're going to just score these 2 guys. And we're going to score. I want you to score at this end. I know, again, if I was going to score at 2.5, but we need this length to be 6.5. So if you've cut it wonky, then it won't matter. So we go 6.5. Oh, I didn't really get to wear mini skirts either, Penny, but you know, we had our little dresses, and I'd wear the go-go boots, and our dresses were bright and colorful like that. So 6.5, because it was the 70s. Oh yeah, I wasn't allowed, and I had to carry my pants to school. No, I could wear them to school, had to take them off in school, and then I could put them on my way home from school under my dress, so I didn't freeze to death walking home. Because that was the days when we used to walk home, right? Okay, we're going to burnish our score line. On both of these. Oh, but the 60s was such a great time to wear mini skirts, wasn't it? Okay, these now are exactly the same length, and we need to glue them together. So which is better? Which is better what, Pam? For Facebook or YouTube? You know, I don't think it matters. I don't know what was going on with Facebook during that time. They were going through, I guess, some growing pains or something. They were kicking us off, telling us our videos had stuff in there that was copyrighted, and it's not. Okay, just use however means that you want to use. I love to use my scoreboard We're going to now attach these together. Sally, I know that there was one day in May when you were allowed to wear your own little dresses. You thought I forgot, didn't you? Okay, let's get those together. Yeah. Remember May Day? She's going to kill me when she gets here. Hi, Rhonda. And let's really burnish that and spread. I've got that white pen on here. Spread your glue around. Now, if for any reason yours is off, don't worry. Go ahead and just throw it into your cutter and trim it. Hello. Somebody said hello. It must be, I don't know. Make sure that you click on the blue where it says StreamYard because it doesn't show your name without giving permission. Hi, Sherry. Oh my gosh, it's so neat to see you guys. It's been weeks, it feels like. Well, it has. We were doing the virtual retreat. And then I had to do the vacation Bible school. Okay, I need to get my spacers that are 1/2 inch. I want to use my 1/2 inch spacer. So I'm going to put that at the top. It's my 1/2 inch. Comes in handy. And then this is 5 inches. This is 3.5. So we have about 3/4 of an inch for each side. And I'm just going to put, my piece up here. Now it's about 7/8 or so, just so it looks centered. Oh, Maria, it's this one. It's called Tanya Can Type, but I have more coming in. They'll be here early next week or the middle of next week. And you're going to love these. They're fabulous. Okay, I'm going to use a pencil to draw my square. Now this keeps it so it's 1/2 inch from the top. Oh, dads are always for the uniforms. Of course. Yeah, they'll be in. They'll be in the store soon. Fabulous. Fabulous. You'll love them. Okay, for this, I am going to use my knife. So this is where I talked about if you have a die. Now, if you want to do this with a die, and you have the nesting dies that will make the top a little bit shorter, but I would mat the front and the back, and I would then run my die through. You may have to go through a couple of times, but it'd be better if you mat the whole thing. This way, it's easier, I feel, to cut it unmatted. And then we're going to mat it and cut it, mat it and cut it. And it works just fine. And I'm just going to use my 1/2 inch here to help keep things straight. And go slow. I need a new blade. all our corners to cut. Those little corners don't. They don't like to give up their spot. And I don't want to pull it. There we go. Oh, we're going to still need that. Now I'm going to cut my pattern paper 4 7/8. 4 7/8 by 6 3/8. And you want one for the front and one for the back. So I'll do 2 different ones. Not that one. Grab the wrong one. So I'm going to use the back of the Empire State for the back. And 6 3/8. And we're just going to glue this down. I am actually going to just glue here so that I don't squish glue through the window part. You know what, Sally? I had Kara in a Catholic hospital that was actually run by the nuns, St. Benedict. I was born in the old one. This was the new one, but now, of course, the nuns, they don't own it anymore. And oh my gosh, try having a baby in a hospital with them. They are heartless. You will get out of bed. Oh, Lisa, that is so cool. Okay, before we put the back on, the front on, we need to cut that out. Just going to smear my glue a little bit more. Just follow the square. Again, if I was using a die, I would put all layers on, run it through my die machine a couple of times, probably. Oh, yeah. Janice just has great stories, period. She's a lot of fun. Okay, let's do the other side. Oh, I got a little bit. Well, I kept my paper just a hair short. Got a little bit outside of the border. So do your edges first so the glue's down. If you're ever at a retreat in person and you have a chance to spend time with Janice, do it, because she's just hilarious. Okay. She is just hilarious. And if you're friends with her, go back through her page and look at her stories when she was babysitting chickens. That'll give you a feel for who Janice is. And that's her. She is hilarious. Okay, now see the back. We need to cut that out. But let's make sure it's down. Along the edge. Now I'm just going to push this side a little bit. It gives me more of an indent. To know where it pushes the paper up a little bit more. Yeah, Janice is funny. Oh yeah, it's time for a new blade. Hi, Lillian. Get those corners out. Don't pull them or it won't look nice. Yeah, we do pick on her because she's so much fun, but she knows it. Okay. Yeah, I need a new blade. So if that happens, just make sure you've got a nail file at your desk. You should always have a nail file on your craft desk. And a sharp blade. Okay, that's not bad at all, is it? Now you've got a nice handle. And we can grab our box. And you're going to notice that it's gonna try and fall down, but it will stay up once we get it glued down. This is why you need to make your boxes first, because you're going to notice it's a little bit shorter inside. And I did try to make this longer at the bottom, and you could add another 1/8 of an inch, but I found that it kind of pushed my box out. So I'm just going to put 2 boxes in, and then I'm going to mark on the bottom. I know it's hard to see, but I've got about 1/4 of an inch where it doesn't go all the way to the edge. So I'm going to mark it just so I know that that's where I need to place this edge. And once I place it, it'll be lined up. So we're going to add our adhesive, and then we will mat. And these are 2.5 inches, just to keep that in mind. And it doesn't go quite side to side. So just match that mark. And again, that's so it doesn't push your box out. It should be right up kind of next to it. We'll check our sides. That works. And make one of these. Okay, it's a 1-inch dowel. They're great. You just put the furniture pads. I need to put a new one on. Easy to change. Cat Luna made this for me years ago, and it's Yeah, this is a pretty cool tool to have, and you can make it yourself. Okay, our bottom is in. See, nails start sticking up better. So this little piece was 2.5, but as you can see, it goes a little bit further. Bobby, with this one, it comes with one. And that's all you do. Thank you, Diane. So our box, remember our box is 5.25. And let's just pick our paper, which I have these 2 pieces left from this. And if you're using 12 by 12, you just need 1 sheet. You wouldn't need 2, but I'm using the 8 by 8. So I'm going to cut this. At 2 5/8 by 5 1/8. And you may have to trim. It just depends on, yeah, see, let's go 2.5. Perfect. So 2.5 is good. Just double check this side. Yeah. So 2.5 by 5 1/8. I know I'm taking extra long tonight. I don't mean to, but it's just kind of fun to sit here and craft. I haven't done it in so long. Too many interruptions during the day. Okay. I'm going to put these down. And let's get in the corners. See, every layer you put on, it just reinforces the stand part, the handle part, and it gets stronger. So almost there. I can't wait to show you some Halloween paper. Just going to use the boxes that I made earlier. Okay, I'm not getting the hot glue gun now. But that's what I did here. I just hot glued some flowers onto these little paper clips. Oh, yeah, because the other sample was picked up. But we got to finish really quick. I'm just going to show you what I did here. So I just hot glued a piece of ribbon that I cut. It was left in the stash and with the butterfly. I tied it around here. Sorry. You can tie it and actually make a big bow would be cute. And then I just hot glue on a butterfly. So just whatever theme you're wanting to use. This is the little tag. So just fussy cut that out, whichever one you want. Backed it on my black cardstock and popped it up on some foam tots. And, this is even cute. So see, it's standing out much better now that the glue has dried. But you can also just use this for a gift. And you could put things in there. Anything you want. You could put ink pads that will fit. If you have some that will fit. Those will fit pretty good. But whatever gift you're wanting to give somebody. And I think that's also a really cute little gift. The tray itself. Or once you get it all put together. So let me grab the 2 Halloween samples. And we'll look and see what else is in the box. And if you're late, when you go back, if you go back and watch this, don't even get the X. When you go back and watch this, you'll see what we're going to start next week. Yeah, I really like these. I think they turn out so cute. And really, they don't take that long. Okay, let me open my box. I have some more samples to pick up. But I need to get a hold of these. Okay. And I need to check the date so I can tell you exactly when things are coming out. I gave them to Tanya. Okay. So, and I know Sally, you can go back and watch Sally's too. She did show this a while ago. And Life is Beautiful, which was created truly inspirational, and it is. I just love it. I kind of call it our girlfriend paper. And then that's what I use tonight. Actually, no, it's for sale already. Oh, I'm losing it, guys. Okay, it's Always Happy. Oh, Always Happy is also in the Craftology box. So you probably saw the walkthrough that Sherry did, and oh, her project, it's so pretty. But it goes on. Okay, this is August 10th. Okay, August 10th. Yes. Well, oh no, Rhea, I've got the samples. I always have to do a color check, and it's been color checked, and it's being printed. So we have this one. No, this is this one. No, Life is Beautiful is August 10th. And Always Happy. We've got some extras. We have Midnight Potion and Midnight Manor. I'm just going to go ahead and release them because they're being printed. Let's get them out there. So let's start with, I'm not going to show you Always Happy because Sherry did. And I just worked with Life is Beautiful. Remember, August 10th. So I'm going to show you. I've got the 8x8s. Oh, and I've been playing, just looking at this one. I'll show you August first. So we've got Midnight Potions. I love, love, love this one. Oh, I love this one. Okay. Midnight Manor. And we have one more, but I don't have it yet. It's still being worked on. And it's going to be more of the retro type. So let's move some things here and let's look at Midnight Potion. So Midnight Potion. Now remember, these are not your Manor kind of is, but they're not your little kid papers, okay? And they are going to be great for journals. Yes, and Rhea named this paper, so she gets the 12 by 12 and the samples. I mean, I don't want to give you the samples because we had to do some color checking. So here is our tags, lots of purples, and it will be color matched. So my colors purples look so great with this. And then there's our back sides. Like I said, this is not your little kid. It's more if you're especially adults. We've got some old adult Halloween parties that I want to put in here. That was back when we were young. And this one was done especially for Sally. And especially this one. She keeps these in her closet. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And can you see Tim Holtz with this? Oh yes. This is going to go great. Oh, I love it. So these are the two, like this is the cut apart. So the cut aparts were done differently. And you're going to make little books with them, and we're going to burn the edges. So I'm going to be doing that with you because it just screams burnt books, right? drugs, medicines, chemicals, and perfumery. So this is kind of around the old medicine man to assist heads of families, travelers, and seafaring back during medieval times. Look at that purple. So remember, there's 3 of each. So we have a little bit different, more of a blued down purple. It's not that deep, deep purple. Yes, it does scream Patty Mae, doesn't it? So let me show you the two. See the difference? So it does scream Patty Mae. Yes. Oh, it was only a dream. Cortland Manor House. Now go look up Cortland Manor House. You should find that online. Yeah, it's definitely grown up. It was only a dream. The medicine lady. Love this. And this is right out of Sally's. I got this out of her ancestry book. It was a picture of her before she modernized. Oh, I know, I love it. I've been, going through this. It's been like, just wait. I know. It's showing up a little, it's not that purple in person. The old medicine chest. And these are the old medicine bottles. So I'm going to attempt to make this box with the scene in it. And I'm hoping it will work. Because this is going to be perfect. Yeah, it has it's a little gory, I know, but I needed something more grown up. And these are different. There's a lot of different drop plastic. Came from a medical journal. Yes. Oh, Tiffany, I know. Tim Holtz, dead people, all over it. All over it. Yes. This is definitely, this screams Tim Holtz and his papers. So Sally will be getting all this, and she's got those Tim Holtz. So she's going to show you what goes. It's going to be amazing. Trust me. Okay, that one is going to be released August 10th. And always check the website. Tanya will color match it to the My Colors, and then you'll be able to pick up the coordinating papers. Oh, I love this one, you guys. Can't tell you how much I love how this one turned out. Midnight Manor. So we've got a kind of, it's still that grown-up look, but it's going to be just a little bit different. And as you're going through here, I want you to kind of picture who saw, it was the Disney movie, the Haunted House with Will Smith. Okay, I'm hoping you'll get that feel, because that's what this was based off of. And I love this one. But you'll see in a moment. Again, yeah, Eddie Murphy, Tim Holtz. Yes, it was Eddie Murphy. You're right. And definitely screams Tim Holtz again. And those are bugs. Yes, Linda, the Bewitching Hour, they're printing because there's a lot of newbies that haven't seen that. Yes, it's getting print. It's all being printed. So all the papers from last year are still going to be available. This is your tags. Now you're starting to kind of see that haunted manor. Now this, you can use the black. So that's going to be the beautiful thing here. Move those over. You can coordinate the backs to these. Okay, so you're going to need them both. You're going to be able to put them together. Okay, look. Oh, I love it. I just love this. Now you got to remember, these are actual buildings that are haunted, and they've been scanned in. And then there's the back, just kind of, you know, that in the night fog. Okay, this is where we're going to kind of get in. Remember the haunted house? The stairs that led up to the attic, and that's where they found the bride. Oh, I loved that movie. It was pretty cute. There's your back. And there's your front door. So I can just see this on a cover. Yes, I'll show you that next too. I've got two of them. I only have one to show you though. The other one just got finished last night, the other fall, and it'll be a little bit later because it's going to be so good for Thanksgiving, but it's not really Thanksgiving. It's called Friends and Family. So there's the steps up to the haunted mansion. Enter if you dare. I love it. I love the punches of colors we put in there. And now we're in the house, and you get to see all of Sally's relatives. I love Halloween. So again, isn't this, oh, I just love it. Yeah, it's a little darker, but we still have last year's ones too. And once again, okay, so that is the two Halloween, and of course the one I worked with tonight, Life is Beautiful, and then Always Happy, which is in the Craft Alley box. I know it's 4 collections, but I was gonna hold some for like next year, but I can't. These are my summer strawberry now, Sally. I just love these. This one, I just love. Okay, now let me move into September's. Because I do have the sample. Oh, okay. Well, we have Schoolhouse. But Schoolhouse is what I've been using. And so it's kind of messed up. I'm just going to show you briefly. So I've been using it for the album, for Schoolhouse. And this is coming out in September. So again, it's not your kiddie Schoolhouse. I just showed you that one. It's very vintage. So you can use it Ancestry, your old families, or maybe you want to do a journal like that. And I'm sorry there's such a mess because that's the tutorial I'm working on for next week. And I know you won't have the papers, but I will redo it in probably the Halloween. So you see the kids in the background. You saw that one. Like I said, I've been cutting this up. And then we've got showed you that too. And then we just have, this one is divided in 6s. So we have the 6 different themes. So that's the Schoolhouse. And I'll give you you'll get a better detail when Sally gets it. But we also have Fall Breeze. This is another one that I just love. This isn't till September though. So we have Fall Breeze. Very, very, very vibrant. And we've got a tractor. We have a truck. We have a bike. Oh, I love the bike. And we have the books. Yes, lots of color. Lots of gorgeous flowers. Flowers and plaid. You know, it has to be deep colors because that's what fall is. Oh, is this your room? And you're going to see the next line. You'll see some ways that you can coordinate it, but this will also coordinate with another. No, the next one will coordinate. So things are made so that you can use the papers from all the collections. That is actually a burlap background. There, maybe you can see the burlap, but it's a burlap background. Love this. Now, also, I can just see an Italy trip, you know, pictures of Italy in here with the bikes. Yes, lots of burgundy and gold. Then we brought in some blue, which there's blue in other papers also. And the berries. So we have a truck, we have a bike, and we have a tractor in this collection. Awesome fussy cutting. I know they're fall. That is fall. And then there's our bikes. Oh, I love the bikes. And then the bikes are on a sweater background. Oh, yes, a wine bottle tag would be very nice. So again, this is September 10th. This one, yes, you can put this with the Halloween. And then I want to just leave this here to the side a little bit because this is another one I just love. I just love how all these ended up turning out. The forest and stream, because we really wanted you to be able and to do something for the guys. And I've got the other guideline that this will go with. In fact, Sandy, I just saw she posted something. She'll be working with it. So this is forest and stream. And our fall paper, you're going to be able to use, it's not done yet. The one that's called Friends and or Family and Friends, you'll be able to use some of the sheets with this. This is September 10th also. And here's one of the cut aparts, Forest and Stream. And just a map. And there goes Wilbur. Oh, I lost the other one. I think we're all out of order here. We might be, because there's two of these. And let's grab this. No, Homer. Wilbur's going to wake Homer up. And again. And you've got some other plaids. Look at this together. Isn't it gorgeous? So you got to have them all. Because if you have them all, then look at this. Now look at the plaid. That was the flowers. So the whole idea was you've got colors now that are going to work with every collection. You're just going to be able to grab it and it's going to work. So I'm grabbing from Fall Breeze at the B-sides. Because look at this. It's gorgeous. Oh, you guys, it's so rich. Can you imagine making a guy gift with this? Oh, yeah. I know. Great guy gift. Oh, it's going to be fabulous. And then when we turn this over, we've got the duck. So maybe you've got a duck hunter in your life, or, you know, our grandfathers, everybody used to hunt. What can we say? Grab the burgundy sweater. You want to bring some of the color out. There's a little bit of burgundy in his feathers. Oh, this one, of course. You know, my neighbor just got a Brittany. Their daughter did, and he babysits because he's retired now. And I'm just loving it because I used to raise Brittany's. We didn't hunt with Brittany's. We just raised Brittany's. And I used to get yelled at by the other trainer. It's like, they're not pets. I'm like, they're pets. So 100, I mean, this is just grandpa. Can you just see grandfather, dad? And the beautiful thing is, guys, look, you get 3 sheets of paper. And let's brighten that one up a little bit more. And then let's add some color. Look at that palette. Look at that palette. Absolutely gorgeous. Now the back is just a smaller image. So we didn't want to leave the girl hunters out. I know that all my sister-in-laws, because they grew up in New Hampshire, were taught to hunt, but I don't hunt because I'd bring them home and I would want to keep them all. Yes, Michelle's organizer for the guys. Look at that one. So there's our Field and Stream. And again, let's just add some more gorgeous backing for our matting. To die for, just gorgeous. And that's Forest and Stream on the back. There's our moose. Well, thank you. And there's our Gone fishing, tackle, tennis, very old. They're very, very, very old ads. And In the Rockies with Kit Carson. And lots of color, just lots of color. And Camps in the Rocky, Field and Stream. And there's our quail. And with quails, you gotta have plaid. And this was that other cut apart with all of our little animals. So that is a September one. And the other one that I don't have, well, I don't have the full collection, is the house. But then also in between all of this, we're gonna pop out the Christmas. And one of them is done, but it's already gone to the designer for our October retreat. And so I don't have it to show you, but it is so cute. And I'll have it soon though. And that's what I have to show you guys. I hope you're excited. I'm excited. Oh, there's my cover sheet. So we've got Forest and Stream, Fall Breeze, my favorite. I can't get a hold of nothing. The Midnight Manor. There will be another Halloween that's not quite so. Oh no, you know why, Bobby? I don't pre-order them because I have plenty where I just print them up the streets, and my printer, you know, I just call her and we restock within 2 days. So you guys are going to have a lot of fun. So they'll come 8x8 and 12x12. And I just can't wait till August 10th. So mark your calendars. They'll be up and ready for you guys to buy. Except the only one I didn't have was, which you can go see the video for the Craftology box by Sherry Hughes. And she shows you the brand new Always Happy Sunflower collection. And it's big here in Utah to go out into we go up to the sunflower fields. And I know a lot of you have sunflower fields too that you guys, I've seen your pictures on Facebook. So you'll be able to put all your sunflower pictures in the other one. Okay, guys, remember next week we're going to start. I'm just going to make the cover on the album, and it is the lay flat method with the spines in the front. So we'll be doing this probably next Wednesday. So I have to change the day. I have a different class on Thursday. Thanks, guys, and I'll be seeing you next week. Bye-bye.